Hey, welcome back. This is Jeremy. I'm on a 30-day challenge right now. I'm on day 21. So I'm going through YouTube myself, trying to figure out if I can grow this. And I'm doing it for a few different reasons. And eventually I'd like to be able to help other people do it too. But, uh, you're not going to be able to do something unless you just do it. It sounds pretty simple, but if you're I've been thinking about doing a YouTube channel for a long time, so me sitting down and actually putting it on camera, getting more familiar with it. I'm on day 21 now, so things have started to get easier for me to talk to the camera. On day 1 it was very bad, but it's still bad. It's still cringeworthy. So I'm still learning a lot, still going through this process, developing some skills, and I think it's good to learn for the future. I think everything's going to be going towards this way. We don't live in a world very much anymore where you interact and build businesses and relationships in real life anymore as much. I think you still do that in your life. You still have real life encounters and everything, but I think as we move more towards this digital future, this world that we live in, that everything's online, it just makes more sense to put yourself out there and stop hiding. I hid from being online for a long time. I didn't want to put my information, my personality. I never really came out of my shell until, a few 10 years of 10 years ago probably I started kind of coming out of my shell. I've always been a shy introvert type person. So for those types of people, I can relate to that because I am one. I know how difficult it is to get on YouTube or to get on social media, even if it's not YouTube, to go onto different platforms and express your opinions, your views, or, express yourself, your personality, how you are. There's always these insecurities that I've had in my life. And if you've had those too, then you know what I'm talking about. So getting out there on social media and just facing your fears head on, I think is the best way to do that. And we got to, develop some skills that we can use. We've all got to survive. The economy is not getting any better. So in order to get ahead, we need to start developing skills ourselves. We need to start putting effort into things and start developing things to build ourselves up, to make ourselves better. If we're just going to be average and we're going to do what everybody else does, then you can't expect to get ahead of everybody else. You can't just think, oh, I'm just better than them and I'm going to do things better without actually doing things. So that's the point of this, is to get better at things and to start to see, where can I improve? How can I do that? Reading books, doing research online, whether it's watching YouTube or other ways of learning things, even using AI to learn things is, I think, in this day and age, kind of helpful for everybody. And we've got to be more competitive with. I mean, not competitive to the part where I'm gonna dominate everybody else, but competitive to the part where we become better people individually. And then as we become better people individually, it increases the whole. And I don't think there's not a lack of opportunity out there. I think that's the beauty of this, is the opportunity is there for everybody. So we just have to put forth the effort and get into it. I don't even really know what this video was about. I'm just kind of going off some notes that I had about starting this. But the other reason to do this is to learn more about yourself and what you're capable of, pushing yourself to those limits, past those limits. And right now, this 30-day creation journey, before 15 minutes ago, I didn't know what I was going to talk about, but I just hit the record button and started going. So doing this is not only developing skills for me personally, but helping to encourage somebody else, hopefully, is really a goal of mine. And then some of this is therapeutic too. I'm doing this, and I'm getting things out that I have inside of me. I'm able to speak to the camera and speak to hopefully an audience at some point. Right now, I don't think there is any, but at some point maybe develop an audience and develop some people that can relate with me, and then we can bounce ideas off of each other. If they have, if you guys, I guess, have any ideas that you come up with, I'd love to grow with people and get other people that I can talk to about this, and I can watch their videos and we can kind of bounce ideas off of each other and kind of grow a community and develop a community. That'd be a really cool thing to see happen. There's other reasons to use YouTube too. So you can use it to grow your own personal life in different ways and grow your own personal, I guess they're calling it a personal brand, but really just getting yourself out there and developing the skills you need to communicate with others and reciprocate with other people. And it's not a one-way street. It's not just like I'm making this content and that's it, end of story. I want to hear back from other people too, and I want to start to develop that community and build that community. But you can also, if you have a business that you're running, you could use YouTube for a business. So getting that content out about your business, get your name out there, get some trust with people. People are going to trust you a lot better if they can see you and interact with you, or at least see you and see your content and what you provide and what value you give to others. I think it's huge. And with that comes the income that comes out of helping others, because if you think about it, all that we're doing when we're creating things is giving things out to the world. Some of it is for free. Now, people are having to pay with their time to watch some of this free YouTube content, but hopefully we're creating enough value that maybe it becomes some sort of an extra income for you, if that's something that you're looking at doing too. So it's not just putting things out there for free and just hoping for the best. It's eventually hoping to create some sort of value that people get out of it, where that it becomes something more than just a free video for people to watch. So to help people is really an ultimate goal out of that, to give somebody value. If you can connect with other people in a way that resonates with them, and they come back and they say, hey, that was great, thanks for that. If you can give some encouragement to people, or give some educational value, or something that you can deliver to other people that they think, wow, that guy's doing something for me, let me give back to him, or whatever, or build that community together and come up with ways to help other people and build it even more and let it snowball. That's the cool thing, and I'm anxious to see how this works, because right now I'm kind of talking to nobody, but the snowball effect is what would be cool to see out of this. See how it would, generate, right now I'm at, I think, 5 subscribers. So to get to 10 would be amazing. It's cool to see it's at 5. I don't even know why it's at 5, to be honest, but to see it get to 10 would be really amazing. And then to see it get to 20 and 40 and, just kind of snowball and double up and get to 100 and 200, and that, I'm getting ahead of myself, but it'd be fun to see that. I think that's part of the journey, and that's part of it's like when you play a video game, you're leveling up. I think a lot of the point of playing a game is leveling up. So YouTube as a game, it's kind of another way of playing a game. It's kind of another way of, it's a real life game, So there's always those goals or those levels that you achieve to get to next. So 10 subscribers would be cool. And I'm not saying that, chase this vanity metric, they call it, but it's part of the game. It's part of doing this. It's part of, to see, it's a metric basically to see where you're at, where you're going with it. And we can't measure things without metrics. So they say that, don't chase the subscribers and don't chase the views and all that stuff. And that's fine. I don't know anything about it right now, but to see it go in a way that I could, follow that just to see where it's going. I guess that's my point. So I don't want to go too far with that. So in order to do this, I'm gonna have to get to the point where I just keep going with it. I can't stop right now. I can't do it for 30 days and then give up. So it's going to be a new challenge when I get done with this 30-day challenge is, am I going to be able to keep going with this, or is it going to burn me out? Trying to find content every day is challenging, but is it going to burn me out to the point where I'm not even going to want to do it after 30 days? Am I going to want to stop, or am I going to... Right now I've kind of made it a point to do one every day, but what about when I stop doing one every day? Am I going to be motivated to do one once a week? I don't know. This is something that I'm still trying to figure out right now, and that's part of the challenge of it. So we'll see what happens once I get to that 30-day mark and see where I want to go with it then. And I might want to keep doing it. I might want to push and just keep the routine going of every day, because if I push myself to do it every day, then I know I'm going to do it every day, and I don't even think about, am I going to do it, or what am I going to, how am I going to do my next video? I just kind of think about, okay, well, I've got to get it done, so let's just do it. So once I get to the point where it's not going to be every day anymore, I'm going to have to again come do some sort of routine, and maybe I slow down and start to think about the videos a little more before I do them. So we'll see. Right now it's one day at a time, and then we'll go from there. After that, I've got to sneeze right now, so I'm trying to hold it back. But I appreciate you guys watching. If anybody's watching, I might get a video view every couple days on a video, but we'll see what happens. It's very experimental right now, so we'll see how it goes, where it goes, how long I can stick to it, and it's going to be hard. I got to be honest, it's going to be hard to stick to it if it's not making any leadway or making any progress, or I'm not getting any traction on it. It's going to be discouraging, and it's going to be hard to do. But we'll see how it does. I've got to maybe keep the mindset that I've got right now of, no matter if it's working or not, or if anybody's watching or not, that I just keep doing it just for my own benefit, to get better at the skills, because I can use these skills in other points of my life. Other ways. There's other ways that I can put these skills to use, and that was kind of the point of starting this to begin with. So we'll see how it goes. Again, I appreciate you for sticking around, watching me, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.